Hello, welcome again to Techturks. Today I have Marvelous, who's the co-founder of Jise. Jise is a food ordering and delivery platform providing services to people like us. Marvelous, thank you for coming on to Techturks. So, please, what does Jise mean, first of all? And why did you choose that name?
Right, thanks for having me, first of all. The word Jise actually came out of the word ifijise, right? Okay. Once you translate the English word delivery into Yoruba, it gives you ifijise. Okay. What we just did was we just took the last 4 letters out of that, and that's how Jise came about. Okay. And it still means delivery, run errands. So that's how it came about the name.
Okay, so before this platform, what were you doing before, and why? I mean, there are quite a few delivery platforms. Few platforms that are doing this. So what makes you different?
Okay, so what we started doing initially when we started Jise was we're a logistic aggregator platform. We're trying to bring the various logistic platform owners onto a singular platform, so that I could just request a nearby delivery service for me as a business owner, right? But then scalability-wise, it wasn't just cutting for us. It had a lot to do with a lot of operations we had to bring in. And then I really have that much of the experience because I'm a first-time founder myself, right? So we kind of turned it up and pivoted the business into a food delivery arm because we had already experienced a couple of issues for the food delivery sector. So we decided, you know what, let's just try and fix, the food delivery sector. I tried existing platforms then, requested about twice, and I didn't get my mail 1 hour later, and it was eventually cancelled. So we saw that there was a need in this space, something needed to be done. So we decided to pivot the business into the food delivery space.
So beyond the platform, which is the app, contact app, it's pretty. Operations. You have to be pretty efficient, operationally and logistically. So how have you managed to achieve that so that I don't get my food 1 hour late, or there are glitches?
Yeah, so what we understood from the get-go was that in order to get people meals in under 1 hour, which for us was to get them meals in 25 minutes, was to run strictly proximity-based deliveries. Now, what that means is we're doing deliveries within a 5-kilometer radius at max, right? At max. And then we're able to also remain sustainable because we use bicycles for our deliveries. We get extremely young guys. Again, there's a dogma thinking about the people in the logistics space.
Big.
Yeah. So what we decided to do was we got young guys, right? People who are just out of secondary school. People who are even in the university, right? We just got our very first female runner as of last month. She's one of the people who's currently at home due to the ASU strike. And we have a couple of more people like that who are joining, the team at Jise. Extremely young set of people, right? Very smart set of people who can understand how to use Google Maps and get to your meal within 25 minutes, just riding a bicycle within the neighborhood. So that was it for us.
So when you say, is it motorbike or bicycle?
Bicycles.
Bicycles, so no motorbikes?
So no motorbikes, no, we don't do that.
Okay, and 5 kilometer proximity, how long does it take someone to
so again, that's a max.
The maximum?
Yeah, maximum 5 kilometers.
Okay.
Usually you get between 2, 3, and that's usually done within 25 minutes.
Okay, so part of the reason why I would use your app would be, if I go there, I won't expect to see many people use it. So how are you getting
merchants?
How are you getting people, or actually restaurants to connect or partner with you? I actually downloaded the app, and there are quite a few, and I think, like you said, I'm guessing that you're around the Lekki area.
Yeah, around the Lekki area.
Most of the Lekki area. But how do you get more people to get on, so that at least I know that in Lekki I'm covered with Jise?
Yeah. So what we do is we have a merchant acquisition team, right? What they do is they continually speak to as many restaurant partners as possible. We are much more focused on the smaller guys, right? Because give or take, 80% of the market belongs to the bigger guys, right? So we are very, very focused on direct relationships with these merchant partners. So we have our merchant acquisition team doing the crazy, dirty hard work, right? Going one by one to these merchant partners, speaking to them, telling them about the prospect of why they should be on the Jise platform. And you really don't find people doing this for the small business guys. So that's it for us.
So, and then how is how do you make money? Because I mean, we want to make sure that you're here tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're here tomorrow. So how do you make money? Because I can imagine like you would have to invest on just market awareness, getting people to know you from a brand perspective, and also for the merchants, the small merchants as well.
Yeah.
But then again, how do you? Because I want to believe that your price is supposed to be competitive.
Yeah. Oh, of course. So again, because we don't do maintenance on motorbikes, we don't buy fuel, we don't do repairs, crazy repairs, right? We're able to charge a very, very low delivery fee of $350 per order, right? And we just charge a 10% commission on that from the runners, right? And then we also charge a 10% commission from the orders coming from the restaurant. So give or take, one order takes about 20% transaction.
So how do you make sure, because part of the delivery process is the person who delivers my food and how he delivers it. How do you make sure that they're good behavior?
Okay, so we partner with a third-party company who gives us total data of this individual, right? So before bringing anyone onto the platform, we run a background check first and foremost. If you don't pass the background check, you're not going to be able to join Jise as a runner. So you need to pass the background check first and foremost before we now bring you onto the platform and run you through the onboarding process and have you as a runner.
So as a runner, must I have my bike or you provide the bike?
Oh, you will provide that. So you can also have yours as well, but it's fine. We would always give you that. The bag, the t-shirts, raincoats, we give you all of that.
So last question, today, like you started in Lekki. So in 2 years' time, if I asked you, Marvelous, how do you see Jise in 2 years' time?
Yeah.
And what would success be like for you?
Okay, so right now we're actually live in over 10 locations in Lagos, right? Lekki, Ikeja, Surulere, Yaba, a couple of merchants in these locations on the mainland as well. And we're currently looking to aggressively grow fast with our model, right? Because again, the likes of Deliveroo in the UK did the exact same thing we're doing right now. So we have such plans as well to also scale this business across Africa within the next 2 years. Pretty very sure you would see us on one of the top list of food delivery platforms in the world.
Great, wishing you all the best. Thank you, Marvelous, for coming on to Techturks.
Thanks a lot.
And we'll continue conversation offline.
Thanks a lot for having me here.
Thank you.